you guys, today we're going to be making this cute little seal with a winter hat on. We're going to draw it and trace it in Sharpie today, and we're going to add our white details with a white oil pastel, and then next week we get to paint it, okay? So you're going to get a paper that looks like this. Go ahead, on one side is like the shape of the seal. So go ahead and take your pencil, because everybody has a pencil, and write your name on the back. Big, small, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna write Elkin, you write your first name, okay? Okay, and we're gonna start by drawing the hat on our seal. So over here, where there's an opening, I'm gonna draw kind of like a curved line like this to draw this part. The bottom of it, see how it curves? Kind of like a smile, right? And then I'm going to draw two lines up, and then I'm going to connect it. Okay, then I'm going to draw the top of the hat with just like a half circle like this. And then we're going to put a beanie on top. You can just do a circle right here, that's fine. I kind of did a dot right here, and then I did these kind of scribbly lines outwards. And I'm gonna trace those with Sharpie when I do the Sharpie, okay? We're not gonna decorate our hat right now because I want everyone to move on at the same time. You can come back and decorate it in a minute, okay? So now we're gonna go down to the bottom down here, and we're gonna give our seal its little swimmy fins. It's gotta have fins down here so it can propel itself, right? And then we're gonna do its two upper fins right here. 1, 2. I didn't make this one. This one's more triangular, and in my example, it's more rounded. So I'm going to erase that. I'm going to make that more rounded. I like the rounded look. And then you're going to draw a face. Now, to draw the face, I'm going to make it so that I'm going to turn my paper so that I'm looking at it straight up and down. That'll help me get it more symmetrical. If I draw it this way, it might be off a little bit, which would be cute still, but I'm gonna turn it so that I'm looking at it straight up and down right here, and then I'm gonna give it a face. Now on this one, I did 2 circles with the little highlights in it, and a nose, a little mouth, some eyebrows, and some other in the whiskers, okay? Seals have whiskers. So what I'm gonna do is the same thing on this one, but you could do like closed eyes, you could give it eyelashes, whatever you want. So I'm gonna draw 2 circles, 1, 2, and then I'm gonna draw 2 little circles, 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? Give it some eyebrows, a little nose. On the nose, I gave it a little highlight. The little mouth, and then its little whiskers. Okay, that's how I drew that. All right, so now we're gonna draw the iceberg underneath it that it's floating on. So what you do to do the iceberg is you draw kind of a wavy line, and it's okay if it goes out of the picture, like this, around, like it's sitting in a puddle to start with is what it looks like. Start with kind of a puddle shape, okay? Then starting here and ending here, okay? I'm gonna draw some little lines down like this, and this is gonna make our iceberg look 3D. Just right wherever the curve is, you draw a little line. And then you make it match what is above it, and my iceberg is going out of the picture, and that's okay. And now we're going to draw the horizon line, which is where the sky and the ocean meet. So he's floating in the ocean, okay? Or she, you can make it a girl. Okay, at this point, we're going to trace everything in Sharpie. I did use my Sharpie and draw some wave lines like this in my ocean. So I'm gonna draw those in pencil and then trace them in Sharpie. So at this point, we're gonna trace everything in Sharpie. I'm gonna trace these lines in Sharpie. You're gonna, if you drew eyes like this, you're gonna fill them in with Sharpie, okay? And then you're gonna wait because I'm gonna show you the next step. We're not painting today, but we are gonna add one more detail today, okay? So you're gonna trace everything that you drew and that was already there in Sharpie, and you can also add details to the hat. Like if you wanna add decorations to the hat, you can do that, okay? All right, so y'all do that while I do mine, and then we'll come back and I'll show you the next step. Okay, so now at this point, the next step is we're gonna give you oil pastels. Okay, I'm gonna give you the whole set because I don't wanna have to go through all of these and just find the whites. Y'all are old enough, you can look through and find a white, okay? And the way that I did these whites in the ocean and these white snowflakes was I drew them in oil pastel, and then when we painted with watercolors over them, they made what we call at school magic snowflakes, okay? But they're not really magic, it's just the oil in the oil pastel resists the water in the watercolor, and it shows that. A lot of you have done this at school, okay? So, and I think we've done it before here. So, you can do it in white like I did. If you want to do it in a color, that's fine too. Like I could have done dark blue snowflakes, okay? Or I could do light blue snowflakes, okay? I painted my sky purples and pinks and a little bit of blue, all right? But if you know that you're only gonna paint your sky blue and you want pink snowflakes, that's fine, okay? So I'm gonna do white. You're not gonna be able to see them this week, but next week you will. So as you're drawing them, you can kind of see them when you draw them. You just can't see them when I draw them, okay? So the way you draw a snowflake, if you don't know, is you can draw an X with 2 lines in the middle. And then you can also, if you want to, do like little wavy lines like I did, or little dots, or if you want to draw little hearts, whatever you want to do in your sky, okay? No limit here, you can be creative, okay? I like to go kind of from one side to the next so I don't lose my place. And I know right where I'm at. And I kind of do like one section. And then I do another section, X, with some snowflakes and then some lines. And you can also kind of pick it up and hold it in different things. Anyway, so that's what you're gonna do. And then I also used my white to add some white down here into the ocean. You don't have to color your iceberg white. We're just gonna leave that white, okay? So I'm gonna finish my sky. I am also going to use an oil pastel to do this. I want this to stay white, and it is gonna cover up some of my Sharpie, but that's okay. I think that's gonna look cool, okay? All right, so do your white or whatever color snowflakes you want, and then you're gonna be done for today, and we're gonna take your picture, and then next week, you're gonna come back and we're gonna paint these.